Hello again, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here, and Paul on September 11th, 2013. Now, I'm showing you my mouse. Now, I was getting ready to disconnect my mouse from the various ports on my computer here. Well, actually, I wasn't getting ready to disconnect it. I was getting ready to just leave it on after having disconnected my power cord, because I had earlier detected that if I disconnected my power cord and had put my machine to sleep, my mouse's little red light that shines out from the bottom here wasn't shining out, which is good, because I thought, oh, I can just leave the thing plugged into the USB port. Well, it turns out that no, that's not the case. So clearly that means there are certain conditions that I have to ferret out and try to understand. So it's just easier just to unplug the thing, I guess,
Well, do the mouse first and then the power.
Well, it's just wouldn't it be nice if they had a little booklet with the product that explains to you what the circumstances are, as how, now it's USB powered, see, so the light runs off the USB port, but just, if there's no power going into the USB, it's so tiresome, guys. It's just, I'm sure that there's an age group, I shouldn't say that, I shouldn't assume it's an age group thing.
There should be a group that can tell you exactly how it should work and function properly.
Well,
or not.
Well, yes. And here's an idea, guys. If you're spending this amount of money for one of these things, let's just make it clear how to use it. All right. Now, Paul has a story about people raiding, apparently there's a beer cooler, at this hotel. Now, it seems that the hotel could almost act in some circumstances as a convenience store, but they'd be far more efficient in just selling cases of beer to these guests. Oh, hear that? There it is, guys. There it is. But, Paul's going to talk about alcohol problems at the hotel.
It's a group of people. Okay, first thing, there's a little area called a sweet shop behind the front desk. You can get, like if you have a microwave in your room and that, you can get like a frozen meal that you can micro in your room. You can buy ice cream and different varieties of pop and stuff, plus beer. And this group, they got drinking and stuff and hanging out in the living room area over by the fireplace at the west end of the dining room. And they were just hanging out and drinking beers and stuff and having pizza and that.
Oh, so they let them drink beer down in the public areas of the hotel?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's refreshing.
So, they're sitting down there eating pizza and drinking beer and stuff. Well, there was a late meeting group. They didn't let out till around 8 o'clock. So, I'm not sure if it was that group or part of the international soccer ball group, but some group was down there having some beers. So they cleaned out all the Bud Light, so we had to the night shift, 3 to 11, they had to restock the cooler a couple of times because of the pizza party going on after hours in the dining room area / living room. And
you're going to have to wait a minute. I want to show the viewers our situation here. Now you'll notice that basically we're pretty much right in the center of this picture, and there's what's going on over top of us that you're hearing in the background. But it seems to be dying off, and there's a 6-minute lag on this image, so there it is. Herewith back to Paul.
Well, then we had another one. He called and asked if there was a room available. Well, there was. The only problem was he didn't show up fast enough. Because he did not reserve the room. He just asked if there was one available.
Huh? No policy and procedure, huh?
Well, if you reserve it, you're good. He did not. So when he showed up, the room was gone. So we had to make him a walker, which means we had to hunt down and find a room somewhere else for the guy for the night.
Is that like dead man walking?
Yeah, you lose. Snooze, you lose. So anyway, he showed up around 10:30 this morning demanding his room.
Demanding?
Yes.
Well, that's an interesting verb.
That was his phrase. Demand my room that I was supposed to get last night. So he's sitting there and front desk told him it would be in at least another hour. He said, that's uncalled for. It should not be that long. Well, he showed up at 10:30. And it's National Housekeeping Week. So we're doing these stupid contests. Well, just by chance, we used a room that had already been done to do this shower curtain nonsense. So, front desk keeps calling for the supervisor over me, and she never answers. She never answers. She never answers. So I don't answer. I just go down. Can I help you with something? And he's like, yes, I need a room for this guy. He's having a bad attitude. And he said, where can I find Gail? I said, I have no idea. Sorry. What can we do? He says, I need something now. I said, okay. I said, we had a room that we were using for this stupid shower curtain.
Trading purposes.
No, it was a contest.
Oh, the contest purpose.
Yeah. You had to go with a naked shower rod, and you had to hang up 3 shower curtains as fast as possible and get them all hung up properly. So none of the inside of the shower curtain was showing. That was the deal. Anyway, we were done with the room. So we left it. So when I go down, Marshall is standing at the bottom at the elevator on the first floor, waiting to get on. And he said, I'm hunting for Gail. He says, I need a room right now. He said, I have a radical person trying to check in.
A radical person.
I said, what's he want? He told me. I said, I've got it. I said, the game room. I said, well, we just had a competition. I said, he can have that room. I said, it's on 5. So took him out. Marshall and I walked through it and double checked and made sure everything's exactly as it goes. And Marshall went right back down to the front desk and gave the guy the keys to the room. Told him it was available and he could go in instantly. So, solved that problem.
Well, there it is. And so, another day at the hotel.
And stopped somebody from griping.
Well, and that's good. That's good because those gripes multiply. So
Right. And we'll lose points. We could lose our first place out of 140 hotels in this town.
we don't want that.
Because there's 140 hotels in the town and we're number 1.
Well, in the country, but there's like 5 or 6 in the town. Yeah, but
No, there's 140.
oh, they're doing this in like all the hotels.
All of them.
Oh,
I
I'll
don't
be damned.
care who they are. They're all included.
Well,
And we're number 1.
I'd be interested to know how they're dealing with all the cum rags from the Red Roof Inns and Blue Nights and things. But yeah,
But
because
we're the number 1.
there's going to be a certain amount of crustiness on some of those guys.
Yeah, well,
Well, and I imagine in your place as well, given some of the the couple of these guys that come in with their little boyfriends.
oh yeah,
for
we
weekends.
got them.
Yeah. Well, we can go into that later because we're waxing large. So we'll say bye-bye, YouTubers.
See you later. Have a good night. Hope you're not getting a storm.
Well, yes. Well, it's been benign. It's moved on from us, thank the good Lord.